It's the season to be striking. La 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 la. Yes, South Africa, you know it's that time of the year again, and we know wherever there's a strike, there's Cosatu.
We are descending into Rustenburg. We'll do work to ensure that our organization remains, our organization is felt there. So we're out there. It's not a threat. We are descending in the Rustenburg.
Listen here, Chief. You lost me when you said this is not a threat. What's the point of being a union leader if you do not threaten people? Actually, South Africa, you know, this guy is actually the big boss at Cosatu. If Cosatu was South Africa, this guy would be the Jacob Zuma. He's the president of Cosatu. Because of his PR skills, though, Comrade Vavi has managed to become the face of Cosatu because Vavi is much better suited when it comes to things that have English involved. But being the face of Cosatu can be tricky, very tricky. Like when your supporters throw stones at you, you could be a casualty because you are in the front. You are in the front because you are the face. Which is what happened this week when Vavi went to the Northwest to flex his I can make this country ungovernable muscle.
Vavi besimncebangezi apha sowuse ngenkani esigqiba sakhe wabethwa ngabasebenzi. Usemsebenzini wena uthetha ngobukrona.
Shame, man, Vavi. But before the stoning, Vavi had been criticizing the ruling party, saying what he's been saying throughout the years.
And there's a principle at stake. Cosatu members will ask us to speak out. So we're asking that the president and the government must act much more decisively against corrupt elements within the government.
And yet last week, when it was time to back a candidate for Mangaung, Vavi backed the same Zuma who is currently building a house for MTV Cribs. Mr. Vavi, if you had to guess, where do you think Jay-Z got that money? Do you think Jay-Z got that money from investing in Capitec shares and he got them when they were cheap and now he's cashing in? No, Vavi, look. You can't spend a year complaining about the ANC and then insist on rolling with them. That makes no sense. Vavi, this is madness. You're like a victim of domestic violence where every time someone, hey, what happened to your eye? I just walked into a door. Yes, Choma. Choma, you must leave this man. He's abusing you. Yes. No, but my relationship with the ANC is complicated. Look, Vavi, you are confusing us. Huh? South Africa, have you even seen this thing from Cosatu? Check this out.
Are you unhappy with service delivery, the state of education, health, the functioning of the government? Look at this happy voter.
I have been unemployed for 6 years.
How about this guy?
I went to the government for a free haircut and they cut off my arm.
As you can see, things are wonderful.
Look here, Put. These potholes here in Sandton are messing with my rims, huh? I don't like it.
Don't worry, South Africa. As Cosatu, we suggest you vote for the same people who cause these problems. Because you know, South Africa, what's poverty without the sequel? Poverty, but two. Because everybody deserves a second chance.
So things are rough out there, folks, yes? If it's not the workers going on strike, it's the petrol price going up, food is getting expensive. But because Mangaung is around the corner, the president has been under a lot of pressure to show the country that he is on top of things. Well, not like that, not on top. I mean on top. Okay, so to deflect the attention from the real problems, the president decided to come up with a plan off the top of his head. The first head, not the second head or the third head, the first head. The second head. This is his plan.
The parties make a call on CEOs and executive directors in the private sector and senior executives in the public sector to agree to a freeze in increases in salary and bonuses over the next 12 months.
We know it was off the top of his head because the very next day, presidential spokesperson Mark Maharaj wanted to say that the president was speaking nonsense. But because you can't just come out and say that the president is speaking nonsense, he said instead,
Mr. Zuma was making a symbolic gesture and being first to make an announcement. All parties to the social pact had to go and motivate the idea among their constituencies.
In other words, Mr. Jacob Zuma was speaking absolute nonsense. So, not one to be deterred, the president decided on a new approach to explaining the complex problem we were having.
No country should be made to withstand such negativity. Stop talking our country and economy down.
Interesting. Just blame the media for the problems. But we get where the president is coming from. All this negativity is getting us all down. But does the president think that we hate our country? Does he think we're going to let the country go down the drain? Come on.
And government is pleading with South Africans to do their bit to boost economic recovery.
Fair enough, Mr. President, but you know what you got to do on your part, right? You know what you got to do. How about you return the 250 million rand you're about to spend on that house of yours, huh? What's that, Mr. President? You enjoy the jacuzzi. You want the jacuzzi lifestyle. South Africa, don't go anywhere. We'll see you guys after the break with David Kibuka on the other side. Mr. Chester Missing, send us emails at lnn@etv.co.za. Don't go anywhere.